Good morning, friends. It's Julie, and today we are heading off to Columbus. Yes, I'm going to go to the thrift store. I'm really overdue on telling you about all of my postcard swaps. I probably should have done this before I left from Minnesota, but I just had too much stuff to do. This one's going to be a long one, so grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or whatever beverage you like, and let's go through what we got for post-crossing. And we're going to start it off with this wonderful maxi card, and this is from Australia. Now, this is not the subject, it's a bug. It's not my favorite subject. But it's a maxi card. It's very thoughtful of them because that's one of the card types I said that I like. They have a pre-printed little thing that they put on their postcards and they glue that on. So I know there was somebody who mentioned that they can't write that small. So here is a solution for you to do something like that. And you can even include pictures, which is really neat. This next one is a cool postcard. It is the shaped one. So we've got the die cut on here. It's from Portugal, from Anna, there's only one N, and she says this is typical inside the country in the buildings. So it's like a tile. So very pretty. It's really nice. Okay, the next one is another kind of artsy postcard, and this one is from Malaysia, from Felix and A. Tang, and she lives in Penang. Once again, they have pre-printed their information here, which is very nice, and here's the stamp. And if you're going to tell people the same thing and you don't want to write it out all the time, I can totally understand that. Okay, the next one is from United States, and it is from Buffalo, New York, and this is from Mike. He's a grad student at the university studying as an urban planner. Good studies to you, Mike. I hope you're doing well. And this is like a historic brew pub, Pearl Street Brewing Company. It's the first beer one that I've gotten. And here we have a sheep. This one is from Germany, from Annabelle, and she lives in Ham, 2 M's, and which is famous for a huge glass elephant. So we have plenty more to go, and we'll take off down the road and see what we can find and share more postcards. Also, let me know as we go through which postcards you really like, and tell me about if you are swapping too. Are a little hazy today. I'm stopping halfway through. Actually, there's somebody in a tractor over there is probably wondering what I'm doing. All right, so more post-crossing, and here is one from Germany. Yes, Germany. There's lots of Germany ones, and this one is from Jim, and it is a multi-view of a restaurant, which is kind of cool. It looks almost vintagey, and it's called the Kaiser Wilhelm. Next one is another one from Germany. Maybe I'll just do all the Germany ones here right now. And this is from Valeria. And she says this is a picture of the Saxon, Switzerland National Park in Germany. It looks like it has some cool fantasy vibe. Haha, another one from Germany. And we got another sheep. And this is from Heidi. And she says that these are the typical sheep in the Lüneburg Heath. Both male and female are horned. They feed on poor heather. So I love to learn about the sheep of different places. And here are the stamps. Okay, those are all the ones from Germany from post-crossing, but let's look at a few other ones. These next ones are from the US, which is another big postcard country. And we have more sheep. And this is from California. Her name is Carol. I hope you enjoyed this Icelandic sheep postcard. My husband and I came back from our honeymoon, and out of all the beautiful waterfalls and landscapes, these little fluffy guys were my favorite part of the trip. You can do everything with an Icelandic sheep. It's one of those sheep that are great for homesteaders, really. And they're pretty hardy. And this next one is from Alex, and it's just a cheerful smiley faces. He says he has 3 cats and loves to read and travel, and works for NASA and loves everything space. All right, here's the stamps, and they also included some butterfly stickers. Oh, this is a really cool postcard. This is from Columbia, South Carolina, from Jean, and she has 2 dogs, and she likes to read, bake, take photos, and play with watercolors. I painted the doodle on this card. She says, not great, but enjoy handmade card. This is great painting, if you can, hopefully you can see that. So yeah, that is wonderful. I love that, that unique little flair that she has included. And there's the stamp and a butterfly sticker. Okay, this one is from Tim. And can you guess where this one's from? Yep, Texas. So he says, everyone in the nation is fascinated with the TV series Yellowstone. Seems wild to me. I also live out in the country near Austin. Yellowstone, the show. I've never been able to watch a full episode because it's like that's not right. There's so many things wrong with that show. So I know a lot of Montanans who can't watch the show. I have 2 more, and this one is from Karen. She says, what a coincidence. My husband is returning from your state right now. This is back in September. They've taken their 92-year-old widowed mother in an RV to Missoula to see her 95-year-old sister, her only remaining sibling. This is the 2nd year they have done it. She used to go with my father-in-law, and he passed away in January 2021. Isn't that really wonderful? I love that story. And here are the stamps. Speaking of NASA, that's a pretty cool one. And our last one before we head out, this one is a post-crossing meetup, best wishes always. So it's kind of neat how they did that one. I'll just show you the back, the complete back, because you can see all the signatures of the people and the stamps that she included. All right, so let's take off and see what we can find down in Columbus. Just mailed out that Halloween postcard that sold. I marked it like 25% up from where I wanted to sell it. I saw some watchers. I sent a 20% off offer and it sold within hours. So that little packet of $10 postcards, one of them already sold for $75. Not bad. Okay, I have 3 postcards from Postcard United. The first one is another sheep. This is a really interesting sheep. Maybe you can see the texture, but it's got like stringy texture on it. This is from Japan and from Kyoko, southern. She likes gardening. During the summer, flowers bloom and butterflies visited here. So that was very nice. And there's a really neat stamp here. See this red one up here above my knuckle? That's knitting. It's like a knitting. So I've never seen a knitting stamp before. That's really cool. We have another one from Germany, and that's this one. And this is an interesting art card. This is from Ella, and she says, greetings from Frankfurt. There's a seamstress here. It looks like she's sewing the woman, not just the clothes, like she's creating her, she's fixing her. So it's a very symbolic postcard. I thought that was interesting. And here are the stamps. There we go. All right, last one from Postcard United is this one. It's a view card, and this comes from Germany again, and this is from Jens, and she's on vacation in the south of Germany and likes traveling, cycling, postcards, and photography, which are all great things for postcard people. And these are the stamps. All right, so I parked in a shady spot with, let me turn my car off, with beautiful fall leaves. Yes, anyways. All right, the next group we have are from Post Fun. And this is an app on the phone. And the first one I got was this one. It is from Frederick, and he's from the U.S., North Carolina. He thought I'd like this vintage postcard he found at a thrift store. And he says he's on his first marriage. Do you have any advice? And so, okay, I did send him some advice because I've been married 27 years. And when you say it's your first marriage, then it means that you're not counting on it lasting. So one of the things that my husband and I decided when we were married was never bring up the divorce word. Sometimes I've thought of murdering him, but, you know, it's one of the things that helped us that we would never bring it up. The next one I have is another one from the U.S. It's an art postcard. And this is from New Jersey. She really enjoys it. So that is like a religious one. This is called the Via Crucis, I don't know, crucifixion scene. And the next one is another one from the U.S. And it is, I don't know, flowers. This is from Angel, and she lives in Seattle. She says, we drove past Montana on our way to Yellowstone. We want to explore Montana more. Do you enjoy hiking in it? I mentioned a few places I like to hike. I have not really gone to Yellowstone since I moved to Montana. There's just so many other great places to go. Anyway, we're less tourists. Okay, the next one is from Pittsburgh. So all of these post funds so far are from the U.S. This is from Paula. Her name sounds really familiar. I don't know if I've exchanged with her before. So yeah, this nice view of Pittsburgh. The lovely skyline there. This next one is kind of cool. This is not from the U.S. and it is a sheep. And this is from Cyprus, which is really cool that it's from Cyprus. It's the first time I've gotten one from there. And this is Dolly, that cloned sheep, the world's most famous sheep. So it's really cool. Oh, stamps. The U.S. stamps weren't anything really. They're just such standard. I think from Machu Picchu, they had this stamp. We got another. I got one from Russia, and it's a blue cat. This is from Diana. I like that it has chickens on it because, you know, I have chickens. This stamp, and also some neat stickers because she decorated it so nicely. And the last one from Post Fun is this one, Luxembourg, Monique. And she says, when I was younger, I also knit a lot, but strangely, since my retirement, gardening became my biggest hobby. That's really neat that she had a knitting postcard. I don't see that, you know, I don't even know where to buy these from. Okay, I had to turn my car back on. Sorry if the fan is loud. Because it's just warm today. Believe it or not, we're mid-October and we're in the 70s. Usually we have snow by now, but it hasn't happened yet. Okay, the next batch of postcards are from friends and they're personal. This is from that dad guy, Rob from Canada, who I've been exchanging cards with. He's also has a YouTube channel and he's from Canada. So he had this really nice one that says World Postcard Day, and it's even postmarked. So that's really nice to have it postmarked on the day that they did it. I actually sent one to him too. It didn't have the official World Postcard Day on it, but it did have that postmark on it. So hopefully he gets that one soon. And this other one, this is Post Crossings National Postcard Day postcard. This is from Malaysia and from Karen. So she said, Happy World Post Crossing Day. The cancellation is harder to see, but it's there. Yeah, and stamps. And also another one from Rob, that dad guy, was this one. And he sent me a vintage one of sheep. So, and he thought it was finally time for it to be used as it was meant to. And so that was nice. And I think I have returned his postcard, but I will double check on that. And that's the stamp that he included. Actually, I was wrong. These are goats. Let's take a look at it. Goats, yes. Close to sheep. They're really close. All right, this one was from my Sunday Coffee Friends and Postcard Swaps. And I show you this to you because guinea fall. There are guineas in this one. I love my flock of guineas. And this is from Cheryl, and she's from Canada. Stamps that she included. Yeah, so that's funny. The funny thing about this postcard that I thought was that if you look closely, here, get out of the sun here, is most of the guineas are blurry. They're always moving. Only one or two of them are not blurry. Yeah. All right, now I got some really cool mail. And this first one was kind of interesting because it had this cutout here on the envelope, and it was washi tape down more, so the stamps could be canceled. Isn't that cool? So they wanted to send in an envelope to protect the postcard, but yet they wanted the cancellation. And this is from one of my continual swaps. This is the card she sent me. It's a really nice butterfly card, and it's textured too. It reminds me of the old linen cards, and she's from the Netherlands. 2 more to go. I know this has been a long one. Another envelope, and there's the stamps that they included. This is from Nate. He received a very nice card from me, and I believe it was from Post Fun or Post Crossing. And it sent a nice 2-page letter. So, and then included this postcard. He said it's one of his new favorite artists. It's fun to get all this mail. So the last one is another envelope, and there are the stamps. And it's really, I got some fun decorations on the back. And this is from Diana. And this is really neat because Diana sent me a little letter, and she says she found my YouTube channel. She said, appreciate the tips for selling postcards. I've been selling them on eBay for a decade or more, but I've learned a lot from you and Popeye's postcard channels, which I'm glad you learned some stuff from me because I learned from him and some other people, and I've only been doing this for about a year. And so that was really nice of her to reach out and do that. And here are the postcards she included. A wonderful butterfly. Isn't that pretty? And it's in a nice cover. Not cover, but protect in a sleeve. And bighorn sheep. And I really do like, but she wasn't sure if I would like this, but I do like bighorn sheep. She also gave me some stickers, some animal stickers, and this fun little packet. And there are some stickers and some stamps in it. So what a fun package. Thank you so much. So my mailbox has been such a happy place. It's where I find beautiful little correspondence from people around the world, and whether it's from a swap or not, it's just really fun to do that. And that's part of the point of postcards, is to send somebody a little note that's just a friend. It's like a friendly note most of the time, except, you know, when it's like a doctor's appointment reminder. Anyway, so I really enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that too. I'm gonna go off now, and my writing group starts in 10 minutes, so I better get there. And I hope you have a joyful day. Goodbye.